Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's almost a week since I came back. Came back from my trip, and today's Monday, and I'm going back to the regular basic job, right? So with that being said, I gotta get the mind state right. I brought my yoga mat because I was prepping before I left to get my body right in terms of stretching or doing some calisthenic workouts, so I could feel good, because my body feel tight most of the time. I'm a little better right now, but why not? There's time in between. I don't have to sit and watch TV all day, which I'm basically falling back on. Like, I was watching this series the past month or two, but it came to an end. So now I just gotta fill in my time a little better. So what I was thinking about earlier, sorry, this thing is all messed up. What I was thinking about earlier is that I let the things that I told myself not to do creep in, as in regrets and discontent with things that are not in my control. Yes, I could set up a layup and all of that, but just because it's missed doesn't mean it's something that should get to me for maybe at the moment, because I'm human, but based on something that happened, it was getting to me just for a little bit. But I feel like as of today, this morning when I woke up, I'm like, man, what the hell was I thinking? Like, why did I even let that be a factor? But like I said, we don't just get up one day and say, yo, all of our flaws are perfect. We can, but it'll have to be a lie that we tell ourselves over time, right? So I mean, I'm not flawless. It's just that things happened, and I was disappointed. Part of it is, my lack of patience, and kind of self-worth as well. But like I said, nothing major, because it's life. I was prepping to meet strangers, so obviously anyone could surprise you. When even people for a long time could surprise you, but mostly strangers. So that's something I wasn't prepped for. So when it happened, I was like, there was no need to be disappointed, but I was just like, oh man. But it was so close, and it was something that I wanted to experience on easy mode, because shit is hard enough out here as it is. So whenever there's a layup, imagine you playing a whole game, you can't get open, people are hacking you, they're crossing you, all of that, right? And then finally, there's a steal, whether you caused it or your teammate caused it, and you're wide open running towards the opponent's goal, and the ball is coming to you. And basically, in that situation, you have the ball. All you have to do is, put it in there. And I guess in that case, let's just say the better player, you know, while you fantasizing the whole while I'm fantasizing the whole play, you know, I'm already thinking about how I'm gonna celebrate it. Like, I'm like, this is too easy. At some point, not the whole way through, but at some point you're like, man. And then, you know, the better player from the other side not only caught up to you, you knew your next 2 moves or 3, and also on easy mode for him. Not only did he stop the play, but he turned it over, and you blacked out. You probably couldn't even see what he did with it next. I tried to tell that story, the actual story of that, but it was strange though, but then again, that's how it is when you're dealing with a female and another male. I had no leverage, but I'm not gonna make this whole video about that, because I've done other videos. I don't know if they went up or not, because I had this little setback where I try to upload like probably 6 videos in one day, which I'm learning, you know. You don't know what you don't know, right? So after like the 24 hours turnaround, I don't know if some of them got lost, but definitely one of them, I recorded the screen of the TV with of Netflix, but it started playing a preview of ESPN college football, and it got copyrighted. And I believe I was doing a good piece that day, but yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, I mean, there will be other opportunities, I believe, and it's just a lot of room to mature for me. I'm speaking in a mature person term, but sometimes live and in action, I probably did not do the mature thing, right? So that's that. I'm glad that less than a week of being back, I was able to shake off the regret. But just to highlight, while I was there, you know, that happened the first day I got there. So we'll say 11 days ago. And while I was there, I kind of almost ruined the whole trip for like, after like the next day, I was just like so bombed that happened, which it would have been more acceptable if it happened in the States, right? But good thing is it was in language I could understand. And it's just like, you know, I'm not used to that behavior, you know. I don't got somebody I'm so close to that, but I've seen it, but I don't got somebody I'm so close to that it blurs the line whether we're fucking or not. I mean, outside looking in, probably have one person or two, but I personally would try to keep keep it. I would at least back off, like there was no breaks on that situation, which it was none of my business, you know. It was like 5 days of talking, maybe slightly more, and thought I was in there. But here I am talking more about it, but I feel better now. I'm back, you know. I made sure I twist all corners, all stone. So if it was gonna happen, it would have happened. On to the next. You know, on to the next. All right. In other pieces, you know, I don't have a trip planned because I just got back. Usually I have an idea, but it's never set in stone. But for the second year now, it's finally going to be an opportunity to break the 3 trips pattern. One, and on the dates I take them. I know I didn't take one in January like I did in 2024, but I wound up going in April, right? And then I went to the same location, DR, as I went in January 2024. I went in April 2024. And then March 2024, I also went to DR, but instead, I believe it was June 2024, I went to Cartagena, Colombia. And then June 2024, then I went to Cartagena as the 3rd trip. And I guess July to August 2025, I went back to DR. I kind of mixed it up a little bit, but the only thing left is would I go to a new country this year, or maybe next year, probably next year, because I'm still very much enjoying DR and Colombia. They are very convenient. So, maybe I'll close the year in with those locations because I know the money, I know the budget, and like I said, there's still a lot to do, right? Yeah. So that's the question. Will I break the pattern? Because, I tiptoed into August, but it's still kind of like June, July, summertime-ish. So the whole point of saying all of this is that will I be traveling in as late as September, October, November, and December, right? So I would like a trip that tiptoes into December or either mid to late December, and one definitely in October. I can't really speak for November because I would like to lock in for December to be like, use my time off and all of that. Probably turn it to a 10-day trip. Get people to work 1 or 2 days. I did say I wasn't gonna do that no more, but I'll just fill it out. I'll fill it out. I'm willing to fill in for people, but if they want to call out, then it's cool. Right, I'm getting ready to hit the freeway, man. As you can see, I'm back in the Tesla. Each one of them got their own issues, I would say, because the other one, the doors weren't closed very well, and this one, a lot of the features that I enjoy about the Tesla aren't functioning well. So, but no complaints because it's about to get me to work, and it gets the job done through Uber. Just gotta make sure I got that $400 a week, which after calculation, it amounts out to less with the car note, gas a week, and insurance, which still operating off on a prayer. I'm looking forward to getting a van, maybe the beginning of the year, because I do want to be on one of those trips with a little extra time and a little extra money, just going crazy. But I don't want to, obviously I don't want to go below like 4K. And plus I want to add my own 3K on top of it, of what I'm going to spend. So it would be like 6K. I don't think I've traveled with more than 4,000 plus, like 4,500 ish. Because usually after the whole process of getting your car to the thing, your car note is due right around the corner. Like I would have like 5K, like I would be peaking 5K, but then insurance is due before you leave or right after you come back or something like that. It's never before I come back. Usually it's before I leave, right? Insurance is due, the car note is due, you gotta pay this light bill. Early on, it was like, you gotta pay this ticket. I got a boot my first trip, and all the tickets I had, it came up to like 11 something. That came out of the budget for the trip. So like I wound up going with maybe 16, 17, maybe $2,000 for the first trip. It was cool, but I was with like 3 different dudes. 2 of them, well, my cousin ran out of money like fast. 2 of them was living out there and depended on us to pay for everything. And they brought their girlfriend, baby moms. So it was just like, damn, and it was my first time there. So it was like, man, they're gonna drive y'all around. So it was like, they were reliable for me seeing them, That's why now when I go, yeah, I make acquaintances here and there, and I pay them to drive around, whatever I need. But that's better than being stuck with somebody the whole trip and not being able to, move, as you would want. So that's what happened. I got the boot, and I had to pay that like less than a week till the trip. But the budget was nice too. It was like 3.5. Right after that 1K, I was down, and it was hard to catch up because I would make money. Just like I said, certain things would be due right before the trip. So that's why when I cash out, I'm just like, man, to be out there with 6K, like even 5, like on the dot after expenses, that's good, And I always feel like the more money I have, the better time I have. But it shouldn't really be like that, because if and you're not wasting money, then you still gonna have a good time. Because I love to come back with more than I need in my pocket. And that's kind of what the last trip was, because I got back, I had my money sitting, and I went straight to work, and it was payday as well, which is something that Uber did not provide. Like, you come back with money that you worked for the week before. So, and plus, on the weekend, I had Uber. So that's why I'm like, this job made me stable, and I'm just happy that I made sure that, I had things planned, because, it's summertime and Uber is slow as it can be. When school open, maybe on Mondays I'll get up early to drive. Like right now, I could probably be leaving the road now, but if I had been, I probably won't do that. I mean, like right now I'm tired, and I think I came in like 10 p.m. So, just my eyes just tired. I was up a little bit afterwards. But yeah, I'm almost there, man. I got to shake the sleepiness off, because I'm out here for another 12 and a half hours. Ooh, not even 12 hours. 14 and a half more hours. Yeah. 14 and a half more hours till I can legit get some sleep. But don't worry. There's plenty of windows to nod off. Now, if I'm not swift enough or slick enough, yeah, it's not as it's not as easy as I made it sound, but that's the goal, though. I mean, I'm not about to go 14 hours like this. Oh my God, we made it through the freeway, and I didn't have to end the recording, because usually I'm like, man, it's about to get loud. But this one drives smoothly. The other one made some kind of noise. The other Tesla, and most definitely the 1999 car that I drive in between this one. But excuse me. But yeah, I'm on the way, you know. Oh, Jesus. I'd be mad because I'm like, why did you make me have to use my horn? Standing at a green light. Whew. Is this video going up or nah? I think I'm backed up on videos too. Most definitely gotta play them back as well, just to see what I be talking about. Like, I know what I be talking about, but just to hear it back on YouTube, whether it's clear or just experience it from the viewers or listeners' point of view, that's usually the next step. And I'm hoping that because I'm watching it plus my watch hours, it would help other people. It would help it promote it to other people off the strength of me playing it off one of my other channels. I'm just trying to catch up with YouTube, man. I just want a fair shot. I'd like at least 5 to 10 people here for the end, just to end the year with. People that would say, hey, what's up, bro? I'm listening from this state, this country. But maybe I gotta get more bass, go straight to the core. Maybe. Yeah, here I am. Arriving 32 minutes early. If you're on time, you're late. But as I get there early, I'm clocking in, so because I was asked to come to do shift change. Yeah, so today is Monday, so I get to make sure that it's different than other days, other mornings when I sleep in. Whew. I was trying to get a good look at that, but ain't nothing to see. But I'm coming. Woo. I don't know if that's what they call the wisdom teeth, but somewhere in the back of my gum, man. That pain, I guess it went away for a little bit because it was hurting like crazy like a month or two ago. But I feel like it's back. Excuse me, I keep yawning, so it's time to put this video to an end. I'm about to get in the house. Maybe I'll doze off for early morning because I'll just be waiting for the guys to come in and the person I'm switching shift with. So the way they do it does not inconvenience me, but if it inconveniences them, that's that's really up to them because, hey, you know. Is that a parking? No. Is that a parking? Well, let's try it. Won't hurt to try. At least that car could back out of it. So, ooh. Right, there's definitely more than enough space to sit here. All right. I give the car for me more space because the car behind could back out. Okay, that's it right there. All right, thank you guys for driving to work with me. Gotta be sure to put these food and coconut water in the fridge. Get ready for an awesome week, a full week back, because that's what pays majority of the bills. I gotta break bread with my folks in Haiti. Yeah, that's it. I'll definitely be back with another video, and I'll just upload the other ones too that I haven't been uploading, if I could find them, right? So, peace and hair grease.